morning. Thank you for having me again. And exciting moments. And, I think what I'm so excited is not about the pandemic. What I'm excited is everyone is really helping each other. So I'm seeing a lot of, change of mindset and bayanihan. It's like overflowing nowadays, Richard. So that's what I'm so excited about. And I would like to speak on very simple things today. I think I would like to focus on the lessons that we've learned as an IT company in the Philippines, and especially we're expanding and implementing a lot of smart cities now in the Philippines. And I think this is one thing that Clark is actually doing now, and like mentioned by President Vince Dizon a while ago, it's really like how to create an innovation out of this pandemic, and to make sure that people are safe while they're doing their business and expanding. And we can see that the economy is growing even with this type of crisis. I'm quite surprised that a lot of my friends telling me that their business is also expanding, although some businesses are quite affected, but we can see a lot of businesses that are also growing. So when the pandemic happened, Richard, I think it's all about focusing on the positive impact than the negative impact. We know that there's a lot of negative impact of this pandemic. Our economy, we've seen a lot of loss of jobs, closed down businesses, and the worst is there's a lot of loss of lives, in a worldwide scale. But I think it's best to focus on the positive impact, because we see that people nowadays are trying to contribute their strength together to make sure that they can survive. And as a programmer, Richard, I'm not a good speaker. I'm not actually like a typical a business owner, but I am a full stack developer myself. So I'm a geek, hiding inside the closet, doing source code and implementing things. So that's me. And the programmer's mindset, I would like to share with you the programmer's mindset. I consider this pandemic as a bug. When you do a certain system, you make sure that it will run smoothly. But what happened now is we have this pandemic that I consider is like a bug. And the worst news that I hear every time that I create a certain system, Richard, is the change of process. This pandemic actually changed a lot of processes. It affects everything, the healthcare, the academe, the hospitality, retail, banking and finance, the government, the private sector operation. And this is quite scary, meaning you need to change a lot of things for you to survive. Okay, and if I encounter a certain bug when I develop a certain system, the moment that I discovered a bug, it's a good thing because you discovered it. That's the good thing, meaning you identify now the problem. And the best thing that you focus on is to find the solution of that bug. And this pandemic is considered like not only in the Philippines, but on a worldwide bug that everyone's responsibility to fix it. So meaning it's not just a singular programmer who's gonna fix this one. So considered all of us, like Monica, Richard, Kathy, all of us, Rosemary, all of us now are thinking how to make sure that we can change the process and be agile, like Rosemary mentioned a while ago, and to be creative in fixing this, because we cannot live with a bug. Who's gonna live with a bug? So all of us should learn, okay, to make sure that the moment that we identify the bug and we learn and check the root cause of the bug, the second thing that we need to do is to create a code of solution of the bug. And when I fix a bug, it's not perfect. There are trial and errors, Richard. You need to make sure that you need to experiment on things. It's not perfect. And every day I read the news, I watch over the news. The government is doing their best, doing this and doing that. And this is the way to do it. Creating a solution is the best part to fix the bug. And solution comes with collaboration. Solution comes with joining force together. It's really hard to start something if you do it from scratch. If you have something, I will use it. If I have something, you use it. Because nowadays, it's not about how good you are. Nowadays, it's all about how fast you are. Bug cannot stay there for like a year or 3 years. Imagine if this pandemic will stay for 2 years. My God, our economy will collapse. A lot of lives, a lot of jobs, a lot of businesses will close down. That's why the mindset as an IT company, the mindset is not to compete. The mindset is to focus on how can we contribute something to our partners. Because my business, Richard, is not getting clients. My business is getting partners. Partnership is actually a business nowadays. Because the moment that you empower your partners, now I'm seeing a lot of, even my friends, a lot of my friends crying, Richard, because they lost their business. They cannot do any more physical contact business. They cannot do face-to-face business anymore. They lost the business because their business is more on physical interaction. So top of my head, I think we can do something. What we have a lot of platforms. If they cannot do physical business, how about we give them a digital business? So if they cannot do physical interaction, how about you provide them mobile apps, you provide them websites, you provide them a digital play. And that's why a while ago when you're asking me, and the business is growing, but it doesn't mean that we're making more money. The business is growing because people need technology nowadays. Everyone need to have their own digital play, but it's not nice to charge them so much. That's why our model is more in partnership. So you will lend our strength to them because we believe that the moment that our partners, survive, we also survive. We don't believe in competition. If our partners succeed, Richard, I believe Multisys succeeds as well. That's why we are committed to lend our strength to our partners. If they cannot do physical business interactions or face-to-face business, they might continue and might expand as well, okay, by using our digital platforms and services. And that's what I'm so committed to pursue this year, Richard. So thank you so much. I'm not going to speak so much. And I think what I'm seeing nowadays is a very good collaboration. Let's continue the bayanihan thing. And when you encounter a bug, let me finish a simple paragraph here, Richard, that if you are a programmer and you encounter a bug, you focus on the solution of the bug. Do not stare at the bug. You focus on the solution. Because solving that problem will eliminate the bug instead of being part of the problem. Focus on the solution. So that's my insight, Richard. So thank you so much. And good morning. Thank you, everyone.